And I always had a dream. I always wanted to be able to get on a horse and ride for days and for miles. I mean, from the time I was a little kid, I wanted to do that. The true American hero, not that I am one, but a true American hero is a cowboy. The freedom, the romance, the danger.
In the spring of 2001, a small group of Western adventurers set out on a journey that had not been attempted in 140 years. They would drive their coach overland from Missouri to Arizona in one trip. Before they embarked, they were told their dream was impossible in modern times, but they proceeded, and their trip became an odyssey of camaraderie, compassion, and challenges. They would ride down the main streets of America and cross the solitude of vast deserts. They would warm the hearts of thousands and face the dangers of a 21st century Wild West. What began as the lifelong dream of one cowboy became the Stagecoach Journey.
Hello, I'm Ed Fillmer on a ranch just outside of West Plains, Missouri. Most of us can point to a time when life suddenly takes a different direction. For one man, that moment came when he bought this old stagecoach. He's a 21st century cowboy who longed for the open range of the Old West before fences, roads, and the clutter of civilization. The moment he acquired this old coach, the wheels of his imagination were set in motion. A dream became reality. A stagecoach journey began.
Tombstone or bust! Tombstone or bust! Hoo-ah!
On March 24, 2001, on the public square of Springfield, Missouri,
You need somebody else on top?
their journey to Tombstone, Arizona begins. No one had tried this for 140 years.
See you, Tombstone.
They'd been told over and over a journey like this in modern times was impossible.
One little stampede there in that kind of crowd, and you will literally maim and mutilate people in every direction.
Despite the smiles and waves, it was a tense situation.
I thought I'm fixing to kill everybody in this square in a heartbeat. And the good Lord took care of it and kept the mule straight.
Whoa! Whoa, mule! Whoa!
A year of planning and weeks of preparation had come down to a moment of controlled chaos as they prepared to leave.
Okay, we're gonna have to offload one or two adults off the top.
My mind was total bunch of frayed wires at that time.
Whoa, whoa, mule, whoa!
They were afraid the horses and mules would be spooked in the crush of people and loud music of the send-off ceremony.
If you leave out with things in chaos, you'll probably wind up in chaos. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to ride for miles.
Rick Hamby, a cowboy from West Plains, Missouri, had purchased the stage a couple of years before.
Oh my, I mean, the anticipation was there. Now, what do I do with it? I've got one. I come back and I told Mom and Dad that I'd got a stagecoach, and they asked me that. They said, what are you going to do with it? I said, I don't know, but I do know that something great will come with this stagecoach.
That dream for something great turned into plans for an epic journey in a stagecoach.
Cole, let's go.
A journey now underway.
Hey, thank you so much. We'll see y'all in Tombstone.
Oh! Tombstone or bust! Tombstone or bust! Hoo-ah! Okay, I'll do it!
As they headed west in the stagecoach from the Springfield, Missouri public square, the reality of what they were trying to undertake began to set in. They were embarking on a 1,400-mile trip that would take 63 days.
Well, all of a sudden now you're dealing with the masses of people. You have all the livestock here. You have your organization, you have your setup crew, your route manager and everything, and your relay stations are established, and you think, I've got a tight schedule to keep now. Wow. I mean, it really settled on. me at that time. This is it. It's time to go. You know, can you do it? Are you Chief Big Talk, Rick Hamby? Or can you really pull this one off?
Hey, get up.
Here's what to expect. The worst weather you can imagine. Plan on it. Hot days, cold nights, cold days, rain, snow, sleet, crowds, breakdowns, very little sleep. Food is optional. It's not a walk in the park.
Along the way, they would have to contend with modern obstacles, traffic, freeways, and fences, and people unaccustomed to stagecoaches passing through.
Go ahead, Pedro. I'm behind
You
you.
got a cop next to you, Petey.
A cowboy named Cole Brooks would drive the coach to Tombstone.
All around.
He's got years of experience
mule.
driving large teams of horses
mule.
and mules.
Oh, we had a green light. We're doing all right.
Cole Brooks had driven large teams on long trips, but never so complicated as what Rick Hamby asked him to do.
Because I told him I don't need another job, and he said, well, I ain't offering you a job. I'm asking you to drive my stagecoach. And I said, well, okay, what the hell, you know? Here we go.
For the next 2 months, they would follow a historic stagecoach route to Arizona. In 1858, the Butterfield Overland Stagecoach Company became the first transcontinental mail and passenger service between Missouri and California. This trip would cover more than half of the old route. The Butterfield stage followed already established roads and trails, like this one, the Old Wire Road, built for a military telegraph through the Ozark Mountains of Missouri and Arkansas. In its heyday, the Butterfield Overland Stage Company employed 800 people, owned 1,800 horses and mules, and 120 coaches.
Mr. Melton, I presume.
The first night stopover for the stage crew would be at a farm on the Old Wire Road.
You tell us what you want from us and what you expect.
We've already got it all taken care of.
All right.
There we go.
140 years ago, the Butterfield Overland Stage Company ran night and day, but this trip would stop every night before sunset.
Good job, buddy. I'll tell you what, after 11 months of working and planning on this, and then to see all the people that turned out and come out of that square and the band playing, and it was incredible. It was, I didn't know what to expect as far as feeling, but it was more. It was more. It was a rush. Right.
The tension, confusion, and excitement of the first day was behind them. Ahead, almost 9 weeks on their stagecoach.